Okay, so for question 3, we are looking at calculating a histogram. So the first thing we're going to need to do is work out the class widths for each of these classes. So let's just fill in our class width here. From 0 to 10 is 10, 5, 18 to 15 is 3, 20 to 18 is 2, 20 to 30 is 10, and 30 to 50 is 20. And so we can then find the frequency density, which we do by dividing the frequency by the class width. So 30 divided by 10 gives me 3, 35 divided by 5 gives me 7, 33 divided by 3 gives me 11, 20 divided by 2 gives me 10, 25 divided by 10 gives me 2.5, and 10 divided by 20 gives me 0.5. So we're then going to need to draw a histogram here. Now my apologies because I don't have square paper with me, so I'm going to just draw it in rough. Hopefully you'll be able to do a better drawing of this. So you should end up with a histogram that looks something like this, with your bar going down to 0.5 up here, 2.5 there. Okay, so we're now being asked to estimate the number of patients that manage to hold their breath between 24 and 36 seconds. So we're going to need to use two bars here. So here I'm using this area from 24 to 30 and from 30 up to 36. So from 24 to 30, that's a width of 6, and we know that the height is 2.5. So for part B, I should end up for an answer of 6 times 2.5, plus here I've got another 6, and the height here is 0.5. So plus 6 times 0.5. 6 times 2.5 is 15, 6 times 0.5 is 3, so 15 plus 3 gives me an answer of 18 patients. For part C, I'm asked to find estimates for the mean and standard deviation of the data. I would do this exclusively by using my calculator, so let's have a look at how we do that. So I'm going to go on my calculator, I'm going to go to the statistics menu, which is menu 6. Now, be careful here. We've got two pieces of information, but there's only one variable. The only variable here is time. Remember, frequency does not count as a variable, so this is a one variable question. So put in 1. Now, here, you see, I've got my time and I've got my frequency, so what I'm going to need to do is put in my midpoints here for my time. So halfway between 0 and 10 is 5, 12.5, 16.5, 19, 25 and 40, and we just need to make sure that we've got the right frequencies in with all of those. So my frequency for the first lot is 30, 35, 33, 20, 25 and 10. I'm then going to go option, one variable calculation, and then choose option, one variable calculation, which is option 2, and it should give me a whole list of summary data. So it asks me for the mean, which is 16.58 or 16.6 to 3 significant figures, so that's 16.6, and the standard deviation, which is sigma, here is my value is 8.85. So let's just make sure that's written in. 16.6. X bar is 16.6, and sigma equals 8.85. Notice that this X bar here, 16.6, if we were looking to balance this at any point, this distribution, and I put in a pivot somewhere, that should pivot, it should balance exactly, thinking about moments, at that value of 16.6.